like a trip review, hotel review on Nikoi Island. It's actually a private island in Indonesia. It's about 50 miles away from Singapore, and it's a private island and there's 15 bungalows. You get there by taking the ferry from Singapore to Bintan, which is in Indonesia. It's about an hour ferry ride, and then you take a 1 hour drive across the island of Bintan, and then it should be just like a 20-minute boat ride to Nikoi Island. It was started in 2007. They had just 6 bungalows, and now they have 15. And we actually stayed in number 15. So the bungalows go in one stretch along one side of the island. So we actually had the last bungalow, which I think was really nice because the bungalows are quite close to each other and they don't have a lot of, there's not a lot of walls. So you can definitely hear the people next to you. So when you're at the end, you have more privacy. Nikoi Island was created to be really sustainable. So they used a lot of sustainable materials like driftwood and locally grown materials to build their bungalows. So you're probably wondering about the pricing. When we booked, it was $330 a night, and we stayed for 2 nights. And you have to pay, it's all-inclusive resort, so you have to pay for everything there. There's nothing else on the island. So we paid $70 a day for food, so it included 3 meals, and then we had to pay $70 for the round-trip transportation from Bintan ferry terminal, so it's including the drive and the speedboat ride to Nikoi Island. I believe the prices are increased now, so it's actually $90 a day for food and $90 for the transportation. You get a lot of food. It's a 3-course meal for lunch and dinner, so it's a lot of food. And if you get hungry, I'm sure they're able to provide you snacks. And so now I'm just gonna take you on a little tour. Our villa was a 2-story villa. The downstairs area is really open and spacious. There's no walls, and there's like a sitting area and like a swinging day bed, and we also had like our own personal massage hut. As you can see, we're right on the ocean, so there's 2 chairs overlooking the ocean, and then we have a really gorgeous, ocean view. There's never people there because there's only 15 bungalows, so it's never that crowded. Yeah, and then let's go upstairs. The upstairs, you have your own patio and 2 seating areas inside. It's actually really big. The ceilings are really high, which I guess they design so that you don't need air conditioning. And actually, when I found out that there's no air conditioning, I was kind of worried because I get hot really easily, and I actually can't handle no air conditioning in Singapore. But since we were right next to the ocean, it was really nice, and the bed actually has a huge mosquito net around it, and the fan is inside the mosquito net, keeps mosquitoes away. And you can open up almost all of the walls in the room so that it's just open air, and you can hear the ocean. When you're trying to go to sleep, it's really soothing. And here's a picture of the bathroom. It was really huge, and it had a really nice waterfall shower head. The rooms don't come with much. There's no television or anything, but you really don't need it. It's just a nice place to relax and get away. There is an iPod dock upstairs and downstairs, so you can bring your own music. So there are a few different places you can eat. They basically all serve the same food. I guess there's just different areas, like one they kept for people with families with children. They recommended to go there, and then for us they told us to go to a different dining room, but they're basically right next to each other and look exactly the same. They have this huge long table where everyone sits around and eats, so we had all of our meals there. Breakfast was really nice. It's kind of like a buffet. They have cereals, breads, you can get eggs any way you want them, coffees, juice, and all kinds of fruit. And they actually lay all the food in front of you, so you don't even have to get up to go to the buffet. Then there's also a bar, which I believe they sometimes show like popular sporting games if people want, or movies. The island is covered in lush green walkways. It feels like you're in a jungle, and it's really nice. It's actually quite a long walk from number 15 all the way to the pool, but it's really nice. It's really green. You see like animals running around. They said there's monkeys, but we didn't really spot any. Not that we tried that hard. And the pool is a little bit disappointing. There's 2 pools. They're not very big, but they're nice. There's a small one for children that's not that deep at all, which I found really nice to just sit in with my book and read. And then there's like a deeper one where you can probably dive there. It's nice. And we spent the entire first day at the pool just reading, tanning. There's also a bar at the pool, so you're never without food or beverage. Also, there's a lot of activities you can do at Nikoi Island, and a lot of them are included. So they have all these water activities like kayaking, sailing, windsurfing. They have snorkeling gear. If you want to dive, you have to arrange that beforehand, but we decided to go kayaking, which was fun. We didn't go very far, but I guess you can kayak around the whole island. And we also got someone to take us sailing. I guess they call it a laser sailboat, but I've never really been on a sailboat that goes really fast. And they took us out. We had to pay a little bit, like $10 extra for someone to take us out. And we went so fast. It was like jet skiing. I've never done anything like that, and it was actually really hard to hang on, but it was a lot of fun. And we also got massages in our little massage huts, and it was surprisingly not that expensive, and it was about maybe 60 Singapore dollars for an hour-and-a-half massage. And so you're just like right at the ocean and getting massage. The only thing is that it's actually really windy by the ocean, so the sheets kind of blow around, but it was really relaxing. About the food is actually really good. I know Parissa enjoyed the food. But for vegetarians, I actually got fed some sort of tofu bean curd for every meal, so maybe you want to recommend that you get more variety if you're a vegetarian. The service is actually pretty great, but we started off kind of rocky. Our speedboat that was supposed to take us from Bintan to Nikoi actually ran out of gas halfway. I'm not sure how that happened because it's not a long distance, but it was completely pitch black and we were stuck in the middle of the ocean for, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes. And when we actually got to Nikoi Island, the staff and the management actually seemed upset, maybe at us, that we were late and stuck there. They weren't that nice, but after that, the service was really great. I would recommend that you book in advance because we actually had to book our trip maybe 4 or 5 months in advance because it is always sold out. You cannot really find a weekend to go, but if you're going during the week, it should be a lot easier. Overall, I think Nikoi Island is an amazing place. If you're ever in Southeast Asia, you should definitely check it out. And if you're in Singapore, it's just so convenient to get to.